Big Muz back again, and you weren't born to escape life, you were born to build it. So if you're still numbing yourself every night, still running from your own mind, still telling yourself that it's just a phase while years are still slipping through your fingers, then you need to listen carefully, like really listen carefully. So if you haven't got 5 minutes to change your life, then don't even bother watching this video, because right now you're not just wasting time, you're wasting your edge. And without your edge, you're nothing but a ghost in your own story, another man with nothing about him that nobody's going to remember, with no life worth living. But I know you were built for more. That's why I make these videos, because I love to inspire men and make a change, and then start seeing them shine. The vibrations get up and they start feeling excited by life. And I love nothing more than seeing a man go from rock bottom down and out to thriving instead of just surviving, because the hunger hasn't died. You just drowned it under the drinks, under the smokes, under the sniff, under whatever you use to escape from reality, under the endless scrolling and late nights pretending you're living when you're not. You're not living, you're just surviving. You're coping, just about coping. You're slowly bleeding out your potential and calling it a normal life. But luckily the algorithm's blessed you with this video today. So drop a like, drop a comment with whatever you think to the video, and I'll get back to you. I reply to every comment myself and try to add more value than the video itself. So every time you're tired of numbing yourself, you're not taking the edge off. You're sanding yourself down, wearing the bits of your way that make you you. You're blunting the very instincts that were built to make you dangerous, to make you a hunter, a gatherer, a winner, to be able to get out there and make a life worth living. So let's be real. It's not the addiction itself that's holding you back. It's what the addiction allows you to avoid. It gives you an easy exit out every time you know that it's time to put in some work or to do something that might be a little bit discomfortable. But if you pick the easy route, you end up with a hard life. If you constantly pick the hard route and do the hard things, then you have an easy life. It allows you to avoid the mirror, and avoid the pressure, avoid the truth that right now you're miles behind where you could be, and you know it. You know it. Pretty much every person walking around this world is miles away from where they actually could be. And it's not because you're broken, it's not because you're unlucky, it's because you're comfortable with staying stuck. And you don't need another motivational quote. You don't need another "it's not your fault" speech. So that's not what this is. This is a wake-up call. You need standards that are higher than your cravings. You need to get so sick of your own excuses that you snap the cycle clean in half, so there's no bad habits or cycles to fall back into, because otherwise you make a little bit of progress, a few days going well, maybe a few weeks if you're lucky, and then boom, you're straight back in the same cycles, getting off your face with the same losers that you've been doing with for the last few years. Because here's the brutal reality: nobody's coming to fix you, and that should motivate you. So you can either become the man who controls his habits, or carry on being the man that lets his habits control him. So you can either choose growth, or you get chosen by regret. Let me say that again. You either choose growth, or you get chosen by regret. There's no middle ground. There's no middle ground, no safe zone, no wait and see, because wait and see never comes. You're either building momentum, or you're building a coffin for your dreams. Let me say that one again. You're either building momentum, or you're building a coffin for your dreams. And you don't get disciplined by accident. You earn it in silence, through the early mornings, through the gym sessions, through the sales calls that you don't want to make. Because let me tell you, if you make 50 sales calls that you don't want to make, you're going to make some money in them calls. They're called income generating activities for a reason. And if you don't do any income generating activities, then shock horror, you're not going to generate any income. And it's in the moments when you say no to the easy way out. So if you want your pride back, you want to feel like a weapon again, you want to feel dangerous, like you can take on anything, you want to walk into a room and have men and women notice you without saying a word, to look at you like, who's that? I want to get to know him, or I want to know what he does. He looks like he's about stuff. Then you need to clean your body, clean your habits, and most of all, clean your mind, because your mindset is everything in this life. And you need to rebuild the man that you were supposed to be before you started trading your potential for pleasure. And then if you're ready for that, if you're done surviving and you're ready to start leveling up for real, click the links in the bio, download the free Limitless Man Blueprint, book a breakthrough call with me or one of the team. It's not hard. I've got articles on the website that give you step-by-step run-throughs on how to get rid of these bad habits and addictions out of your life. If you just think your life's suddenly going to transform one day and everything's going to get given to you on a silver platter, then I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the guy to break bad news, but that's not how life works. The days go by, then the weeks go by, and then the years go by, and then all of a sudden, you're in your 40s and you're just a shell of a man that you could have been, realizing you've wasted those years where you had the hunger in your belly. Because this version of you, this one's running out of lies to tell himself. That's why you've clicked on this video today. He's not the man who's going to build the life you dream about. He's the one that's going to kill it off and make sure it never comes into reality. So you need to choose better. You need to move faster, and you need to act like your future depends on it, because it does. Click on the next video and I'll give you some step-by-step instructions on how you can really break these bad habits and level up. Let's go.